Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered today for a Patreon cast for the week of August the 20th, 2025. It's going to be Best and Soma. They are here on a retro. Bottom left, it is Best. Bottom right, it is Soma. So PvZ shenanigans here on a retro. Pretty fun map to see here. It does harken back to some older map designs, but it is modern in its own way. Scouting the wrong direction here. It's Terry, which is good because, man, Terry... Yeah, I know. The NFL season is coming up. So those of you watching on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for the week of August the 20th, 2025, thanks for being a patron of mine out there for at least $1 a month. Much appreciation and love to you for the support. And if you're watching this in September 2025, the NFL season has already started. Terry's very excited. He's a big Seahawks fan because Seahawks fly, and he feels a kinship for them. You might say Falcons also fly, and so do Cardinals, but nope, it's just specifically Seahawks because he flies over the sea. Anyway, gate opening here from Best. We've got Soma overpooling. Cool, fine, all that wonderful. No one's going to die in the first 3 minutes of the game because they went for like a crazy 3-hatch before pool play, and then a gate opening killed you, or, you know, you went for a Nexus first, and then an overpool killed you. Both players playing it safe also can be aggressive with this play. That's why these builds are so gosh darn popular in StarCraft these days. Probe scouting around, also scouting the wrong direction. Less of a problem for the probe because it is faster, is the play there. Anyway, going for the hatch, checking to make sure it's not getting cannon rushed. I love that from him. Something you gotta do. If you're not going to send an overlord across here to the natural base to watch this back area for you, the drone has to do it. And there we go. Expanding. He got there early because he wanted time to check and hold and wait, and the timing, he knew the time had passed for when Best would be able to cannon rush him. Or even fake a cannon rush, which you can do. It really kind of makes Zerg players freak out, and it's pretty good, but even if you have a gateway, don't worry about it. So probe by process of elimination and by finding this overlord and seeing where it is like, oh, okay. Zerg down this way then. Let's go see. Let's send Robert the Zealot down that way too. Merchant Falcon Paladin .store for Robert the Zealot. He's ready to go. He's ready to rock. And are we just blind? Like seriously blind going for a third base here? He's just not. Look at it. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. He's looking for a Zealot and he's not finding the Zealot because the Zealot dodged the scout. Oh, but look at this overlord saying, no, you can't hide from me. The lings are like, son of a biscuit. Well, probably need to make some more lings then. Absolutely. Zealot decides not to go in the natural. Third base is coming in. Lings kind of causing some problems in the second base of Best, but not, you know, nothing we're going to worry about here, right? Nothing we're going to worry about. And again, Best is a player that's one of the elite Protoss players in the world. He took Soul Key to 7 games. If you can take Soul Key to 7 games as a Protoss, you're one of the best Protoss players ever. And I mean, Soma's one of the best Zerg players ever. So this should be a pretty friggin' good game. Thanks, RJB, for the replay. These lings are really just scouting lings. I mean, if Best wants to be dumb and send a probe down here, it might get sniped out. But otherwise, no problem. Zealot behind the mineral line. Annoying stuff. Probe into the main for the scout. Faster than the Zealot is. Sees the extractor. Sees the timing on the gas is late. But I mean, yeah, it's a third hatch. Like, what did you think was going to happen there, dude? Damn, Zealot evaporates. Forge on the way. Pretty fast Forge here. A +1 attack would be excellent. Also, cannons are pretty good. Gonna wall up with Cyber Core. I mean, it's 3 bases, but it doesn't mean it can't be 20 lings coming across the map and smashing your front door down. I mean, that's what this probe is for scouting. That's what the Zealots are for, kind of poking out, seeing how many lings are there. I mean, there's a handful of lings out. It's probably a total of 10. It's not like a bajillion. But it's enough to kind of make Best worried. So he might get a cannon up. Yeah, there you go. Does toss up a cannon. Forges for that. Let's see what he gets first. 100 gas with. And there's the Hydra Den. So 3 base Hydra opening here from Soma. Can he get the bust off? That's the question of the day. He's going to try. He's going to, at the very least, try to take down this gateway, maybe the Cyber Core, do these lings. This Zealot control, though, someone's like, can I just get in there? And Best is like, no. But also, I'm going to kill your gateway if you don't open that door. And he's like, oh, crap. Dude, he's going to get it. No, hang on. Cannon finishes. Okay, gateway at 150 hit points. Dude, future Hydra showing up means that thing is dead. It is going to be the first gas going to a Stargate, by the way. No sign of Zealot speed. Citadel probably the next thing as soon as the gas is available there from Best. So Zealots are on the move out. And they're like, well, what can we do? We can force the Lings to defend. Man, getting up here and killing this thing. I think there are plans. 6 Hydras are on the way. He's like, are you seriously going to come to this natural base and cause some problems? The answer is the Zealots. Yes, definitely we are. There are a bunch of us. The Wounded Zealot was at the front there for a second. Who's going to make static? Nobody. Because look at this Hydra timing. Oh my gosh. Look at that Hydra timing. Lings plus Hydra is so much better than just Lings or just Hydras. It's like peanut butter and chocolate, man. It's just an age-old combination that everybody loves. Lings and Hydras. It's like Zealots and Dragoons. Look at him preventing them from escaping with this maneuver. Holy crap, Soma. That was smooth. Smooth as silk. And now this gateway is going to die. You can't save this gateway. These cannons aren't coming up in time. These guys don't even have the range upgrade yet, and they're going to kill this gateway. Yeah, okay. And one, like, 4 hits later, it's dead. Nice. Cybercore might actually die, too. Best is in trouble, man. He's making Corsairs, but what he really needs here are speed lots to try to deal with these. The Cybercore is going to die. Well, that's going to have to get replaced. And this pylon's going to die, too. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so the front door is completely murderized. Zealot here at the third base causing some issues. The drones had to evac temporarily, but that's not too big of a deal. Corsair flying around, like more scouting than anything else here. I don't think this is a plan. Sees the lair timing. That's pretty nice. Recognizes, okay, so starting now, there can't be lurkers for another like 2.5 minutes because, you know, the lair has to finish. The lurker aspect upgrade has to finish. You have to make lurkers. It's a while. So he's not worried about that for now, which is good feeling. Cybercore getting rebuilt inside the main base, as I said, because you want further tech and you want the range upgrade for the Dragoons eventually. Because if there are going to be lurkers, you definitely want that evolution chamber there. Here's the problem, though. Mass Dragoons kind of struggles against Mass Hydra. Cost for cost, upgrade to upgrade. Especially if they're Ling supporting. So, yeah. You want to make Dragoons. You do want some regardless. But how many you make depends on if there are lurkers or not. So, keeping an eye on that. This Corsair is an important member of the Protoss army. Probably not going to find anything to kill. But scouting. Scouting is everything right now. Macro hatch. Another macro hatch at this third base, mind you. It's not the first one. It's the second one. Macro hatch at the natural, too. Yeah, this feels like 8,000 Hydras are going to show up. The Citadel's on the way. Best fans everywhere are like, yes, okay. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm so worried for him right now. I just don't know. I just don't know if he can do it from this position. The Zerg player had such a clean opening. Just took almost no damage from the early Zealot pressure. Killed the gate and the Cybercore and a cannon. Taking almost no damage in return. And Best is playing from behind. You have to invest in this many cannons to stay alive. It just slows down your tech. It slows down your Templar Archives, for example, right? Your Zealot legs are later. Just it gives the Zerg player this time to sit back and get up to 44 drones and just start pumping Hydras and try to get in here before Storm is done. Because the Templar Archives isn't even done yet. Oh, good snipe. Oh, we had him. He kind of overshot it, though. If he just parked the Hydras right there, the Corsair dies. Just maybe a bad read by Soma. Overlord down. That's going to help. Doesn't supply block Soma, but hey, it's something. It's some damage. And a Spire on the follow-up. Oh, no. Is Best going to be ready for Hydras and then like 12 Mutas are going to come in and snipe all of his High Templar and then he's going to die? Is that what this game is? I certainly hope not. RJB sent it to me, and if it's just a standard lots of Hydras and do a bunch of Mutas and to snipe the High Templar and the Protoss player dies game, I'm going to be sad because that is a pretty solid strategy. Hard to hold off if you're Protoss. Can't be happy about it if that happens. Robotics facility coming in. Extra gateways. 2 off of 2 bases. 2, 4, 6, 8 gates on 2 base. Good number. Great number there. Got a Dark Archon on the way. So if Mutas do try to snipe some High Templar, a little bit of Maelstrom and a little bit of Storm is going to put the end of those Mutalisks there. But yeah, this is definitely someone trying to win this thing on lair tech, and this is the one way I think you can do it. Mass Hydra Lurker can do it if you do it fast, but it's even better if you go Mass Hydra with mutas on that gas instead of Lurkers. Snipe the High Templar. Dude, top right base coming in. Soma is supply blocked, by the by. That is not because the Corsair got some kills, is it? Where's the Corsair? Did the Corsair die? I'm going to make an assumption here the Corsair is dead because Best has no vision out there. He doesn't know what's going on in the slightest bit. Look at this. That is so scary. He sees all the Zerg up here at the third base, and he's like, oh, crap. And there's all the Zerg at this base, and it's like, ah, no. And he sees all these Hydras in the middle, and he goes, oh, no. Well, Maelstrom, yes, on the way. Storm is done. Armor upgrades help in this situation. It's going to have to be one heck of an incredible hold for Best here to do this. Yeah, this Mutaflock. It's not even like a, 12, 11 Mutaflock. It is 6. That's all you really need to jump in there. Cannon coming in. Upgrades for the Hydras. Upgrades for the Dragoons. They already have 1/1. They are getting a +2 armor. Hey, and here we go. Let's pre-dodge some storms. He kills a High Templar in exchange for 3 Hydras. Good trades coming up to the third base. And if the Mutas try to swing in here, we're going to get a nice Maelstrom from this Dark Archon. I think they know that. Storming up the... Look at this. Storming up the ramp. The Mutas decide to go after the Probes of the Natural instead. Oh my gosh. Taking the cannon down. Probes down. Probes down. And to the main base we go. There are cannons here, though, which is nice. And is he going to be able to get this third base up is the question for Best. Okay, cannons dead to these Mutas. A little bit easier than I thought they were going to be. Probes dying alarming rates. He expands the Psy Storm. 8-kill High Templar, helping immensely defending that third base. Best very excellently does take the third base in the face of massive harassment with these Mutalisks, with the Hydras that were at the top of this ramp, and he does it with style. That's what we're talking about here. Mutas jumping in, looking for High Templar to kill. Are there any anywhere, he says. Where's that Dark Archon? Keeping an eye on it. Didn't replace that cannon, which means we just go right into probe death. +1 Hydras against Speedlots with 1/1. That number of Hydras is very scary, though. Okay, Mutas. 6 Mutas. Any sign of Hive Tech for Soma at all? No. But again, if he can do it, if he can keep the High Templar dead, and there's no other form of splash damage, then Mass Hydra and Ling just kind of crush against Zealots and against Dragoons. Incredible job staying away from this Dark Templar call. It's 49 probes to 59 drones. This isn't even like a full stack of Mutalisks. It's just, it was 6 of them. One of them died. The lost mining time. This DT is getting some work done, but surprise, then there's an Overlord, and that DT runs forward after his buddy gets annihilated. 57 to 49 workers. I don't know if you can recover from this if you're Best. A lot of pros from the main base went to the third, which is fine. Some of them probably going to, split back down to the main. He's got 50 workers on 3 bases. Might as well split them evenly. And then Overlord speed finishes. And that means the DT is dead. Il est mort. Ah, Queen's Nest coming in. Okay, cool. So he's like, you know what? I could maybe win this thing with Mutas and stuff. I'll get a 4th base and a 5th base. And get into a hive. Dude. This game of Soma's is absolutely fantastic. He had the timing down to when he wanted Hydras out against that early Zealot attack. And I think from there, he's just been playing from ahead. Just been playing from ahead. That's it. That's all there is to it, man. Yeah, look at this contain. He spreads out the lurker so only one storm can hit any one lurker at a time. Soma. And Best is like, well, I guess I'll attack into this. It seems real terrible, though. Storm what you can, boys. Maelstrom on the Hydras. 4 of them get Maelstromed, I guess. That's fine. There is so much Zerg back here, though. I like that Best is saving some Storm. I think that storm is a total whiff. That one at least gets a lurker. Oh my gosh. Spess can't leave his corner of the map. A second Maelstrom on these Hydras. There's no storm follow-up, though. He's just like, you guys can get out of Maelstrom now. You went into timeout, and you've learned your lesson. Go back to society and do no harm. +2 on the Hydras. +2, +1 upgrades. On the Protoss here, lurkers, bottom of the ramp. There are cannons up here, but against Hydras, cannons do not do very well. Storm! Excellent. That's what we like to see here best. He is in a precarious position of utmost peculiarity. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, Storm will get it done every time. Zealots come down the ramp and do manage to break out. Now they can threaten a base. That's kind of rockin' awesome for our Zealot boys. Love that. Look at this. Having to fall back. This whole front kind of gets ruined because these guys are making a beeline for the 5th base, which has drones at it. It's 70 workers from Soma. Like, I just don't know what you do here. Adrenal's on the way. Defiler Mound is on the way. Zealots juke it all the way up into the 4th base. Drones don't really evacuate. They kind of turn around and try to fight. I mean, 5 drones died. All the Zealots went down. I'm not sure it was a good trade, but did take some pressure off for a little bit from Best, and that is worth a lot. Lings don't have Adrenal, but they pre-dodged that storm pretty darn effectively. Bam. Zealot dead. Lings hopping in. Lurkers burrowing. We've seen this. We've just seen it a bunch of times, man. Mutas. They could snipe out that Overlord moves up a little bit. The Obs can die here. We're an absolutely chaotic display right now. Best is doing his absolute best to break out of this contain. He's making some progress, but every time he does, there's another line of Lurkers and another line of Hydras. And these Lings have Adrenal now, so they're little tiny annoying babies that can murder you. The worst kind of baby. Once again, sniping these Obs would be great. It just doesn't have the Overlords in position to snipe them. But yeah, Defiler Mound is done. Is Consume done? It's any time any player is this stuck inside their own house. Ooh, there you go. Overlord in position to snipe the Obs. They pretty much die every single time. I don't see this working for Best. I appreciate the effort. Soma's at 63 drones and getting Consume. He's on 5 bases. Zerg is basically unstoppable at this point if the Protoss is not on 4 bases or 5 bases of their own. They just can't do it. He tries to break out this north side of his 3rd. Yeah, cracklings on top of your Zealots means your Zealots die. With Archon support, it's a little bit less of a thing, though. Yeah, the mobility of the Zerg army means nice Maelstrom and a Storm follow-up on the Hydras this time. Ooh, an above-ground Lurker getting Maelstrommed. That's kind of fun. Oh, my goodness. Like, 8 Lurkers just died there. Holy smokes. Okay. Best on the breakout all of a sudden. Consume's just about done. It'll be a minute, though. Hang on, if Best is out... Yeah, Archon's taking direct hits from Hydras, cracklings against Zealots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is, it's a lot of dead Zerg. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of Zerg corpses on the ground, but he's okay. He's fine. He's making 11 Hydras and 4 sets of cracklings, and Consume is done. And he can Dark Swarm some Lurkers in a minute, and there aren't enough Archons or really enough Zealots to do that either. But, I mean, coming back around and breaking what's left of this contain has got to feel pretty good if you're Best. Plague's on the way. He really needs to take a 4th base while he's out here rampaging. Maybe here, maybe here. Great vision, though. I mean, this is Soma with vision on every potential position that Best could be going into because he needs to know when that base happens, if it happens at all. Yeah, like a Dark Swarm right here, and I think Best is just like, oh, all right. Too much of my army is Dragoons. I don't have enough Archons. I don't have enough Psy Storm. I mean, I don't know. 4 High Templar with the Kadaran Amulet upgrades. Not full energy, but not doing too poorly here either. Okay, Ling Hydra. Defiler, Best. Ah, Dark Swarm, run! Ah, second Dark Swarm, get out of there, boys! Oh, the Dark Archon. He gets another Maelstrom off. Multiple Maelstroms off here by Best today. That's what we're talking about. Archon inside the Dark Swarm says, let's not do that. Let's not do that. 150 to 134 supply. Best. I think he needed to kill a base and then maybe take a fourth base and he could maybe win this game. He'd have a path forward. But as it stands, I just don't see it. I don't watch these games in advance. But I'm reading this one and I'm telling you that I know the storms look really good. And I know a lot of Zerg units are dying. But you've seen enough of these games, you start to feel that it's just not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. Simply not enough. I mean, the storms are great, but sometimes storms can't do it all. And I know that sounds like heresy to say. That's your GG. Bam. Best taps out. And Soma gets the win there. Absolutely insane. Like, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic display there, man. What a great showing there from Soma. And again, it seems really small, but that Zealot attack, I mean, after the pylon and the... No, before that. After the gateway took a lot of damage, right? And Best counterattacks with those Zealots. And then Soma just buys enough time, a little bit of harassment there, and a little bit of slowdown there. And then the Hydras popped out right as the Zealots arrived, and bam, all of them died. And from there, it's like, oh, all right, great. Now I need more cannons. He ends up losing the buildings at the front anyway, including the Cyber Core, which just set him back so far. And then he was contained on 3 bases, and then you die. And then you die. So that's it, man. What a... what a really fantastic game there for a Patreon cast for Soma. Best was just at the back foot all of the time. All of the time. And that was it, man. And that was it, simply. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about an absolutely fantastic game from Soma for a Patreon cast of the week. Thanks again if you're a patron. If you're not, consider it, please, for $1 a month. Can really help the channel out. And yeah, just these, I mean, it's 3-1 Hydras. They've got Dark Swarm available. These High Templar got a bunch of kills, but then they're forced to turn into Archons at the front, and then the Hydras eat the Archons. And then everything falls apart. Chinua Awabe, Things Fall Apart, a book I read in college as part of my history minor about the history of Malawi, I think it was, in Africa. Anyway, GG's, man. Soma gets that win. Looks good doing it, too, against Best, who I talked up a lot at the start of this match, but he deserved it. Total point score, 180 to 175 supply in favor of Best. We've got Soma outproducing 5-2, getting outkilled by a 3-1. There's some math for you. 7-0 buildings raised by Soma. No buildings died for the Zerg player at all is a huge problem. The outspend is massive for 20 minutes. 14.8 thousand resources in 20 minutes? Yeah, that's what happens. You get an early lead, it kind of snowballs, and you die. So, GG, man. That's what we're talking about. We are talking about a GG. And that's the end of the cast. So that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon game. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw, what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, and Instagram. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being here in 2025, and you take care of yourself.